Welcome back. High school football talk tonight on the Gridiron Roundtable. We're discussing the playoff brackets. It's playoff season. I'm your special guest tonight, Chad Foster, here with my boy.
Italy, we back at it again, and we are talking high school football. The season has come to an end. Wow. I didn't think I'd be saying that so soon. It seemed like we just
And
started this thing 10 weeks ago,
yeah,
right?
yeah, it felt like it's been a fast 11 weeks of
So this
high
is
school
this is
football.
week 11, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wow.
um we just actually we just finished week 11 because that was teams had one bye week, and then 10 games. So we just finished week 11. So
That's
it's
crazy.
been
That's
doesn't
crazy.
seem like it's been well. This will be
Yeah.
like what, our 12th week, 13th week, because we did two
Yeah.
week zeros before high school season started. So
Yeah, everybody played 10 games, 11 weeks total. Last week was the 11th week, and we know who's what and who's doing what and where, and that's what we're going to talk about real quick.
yep, first one up. Oh shoot, wrong button. That's why we do this live.
I know, right?
This one is for a
Region
so this
4.
for a D1 Region 4,
Mm-hmm.
and we've got our Davenport team. What are they? The Wolves?
Davenport. I want to. Is it the Wolfpack? Oh, you got me fibbing now. I don't even know. I was not prepared for. I thought we was gonna start with 6A and go down, but okay. We can
Go
go.
up.
We can go. We definitely can go. I just know we starting in Region 4. That I do know. That I do know. Uh, is it the Wolfpack? You know
The
what?
Wolves.
It
The
is.
Wolves. Yep. Davenport Wolves.
Okay.
So they've got watching some of the other talking heads talking. They've got a Davenport's got a pretty good chance in this district here to
Am I right? They play the East Side Early College.
mhm.
That team went 6-4. Is that one of those prep schools for college?
Yeah, Eastside Early College, 6-4, 203 away. They do play at Davenport in that game.
Okay.
So it looks good for Davenport in there. One of the teams that they've talked about in this district is the LBJ. LBJ Austin is one of the teams they were taught that's been talked about in this region, along with
Hmm.
Canyon Lakes in here also. They're at the bottom of that region. And
So
Summer.
correct. This team is from Austin, if I'm correct.
Yes.
This is Austin, so they're going north.
Yeah.
Davenport
Yeah.
is going north,
Yeah.
if
Because
I'm correct.
uh, these two, I believe these two are those two are Austin schools, aren't they?
Eastside Early Colleges, yeah. Looking at their schedule, they played. They played, yeah, Manor, New Tech. That's up in Austin. Travis, Austin. There's another school. So yeah, they're out of Austin because they got a Northeast Early College also. So they're the East Side Early College, and then you have Northeast, and then they have Taylor, and they have LBJ. They lost to LBJ Austin. Bad. That was a pretty
No.
tough loss.
So That one, Davenport's playing at Davenport in their first game.
Right.
They're playing home for the first game. Zapata is down by Laredo.
And you're looking at the next game. Okay, again in Calhoun. So is that both teams from the South?
Calhoun, Calhoun is down by Corpus.
Yeah. So I know 4A is not set up like 5A and 6A, to where though they have multiple
Yeah, there's not
regions,
a lot of there's
not a
not
lot
a
of
well.
schools, but it
They
still
were
goes to
saying
32. Excuse me.
they were saying I didn't realize it, but they were saying that 6A D1 or 6A is the biggest class in the state of Texas, and 6A
For football,
D1,
yes.
yeah. So they have a lot more. So they're going. So once Davenport East Side, that's the Austin area team, and then Zapata and Calhoun are down south, and then these up here, Bay City, that's Houston. I don't know where I don't know where
Yeah,
that
that's
one.
uh here, watch
They're playing
the
in Victoria, so that's somewhere over that
yeah,
way.
Victoria. That's over there by I guess that is by Houston.
Yeah, Bay City is. I don't know where this Toulouse is. So they're 4A is a little bit more spread out, so they might
Yes,
have to travel a little bit more when it comes to regional once they get past the first round of games.
correct.
But you got Davenport and Eastside early learning, and then Lavernia. They were talking about Lavernia the other night on the Dave Campbell show. Was talking about Lavernia being that it got a high powered offense, so they're out of this area. And then Somerset, they're also in it, and so is Canyon Lake in this.
Okay.
So
So
we should be getting.
who you have favored in that the bottom part of the bracket?
I
Who do you
like
think?
in this bottom part here. I
Yes.
I think I think Lavernia. I
You
think
think
they got a
Lavernia?
real out of these teams right here. I think Lavernia is probably going to be your better team.
Yeah, so this is all the South here.
Yeah,
The last region is South, and then the other region is up north.
yeah. And out of this one, I think it's going to end up in this game here. It's going to be Davenport and LBJ.
LBJ
Um,
Austin. I didn't know
yeah,
LBJ Austin was a 4A school. Wow. Okay. Learn something new every day.
yeah.
I know where it's
I think
at. No.
I think this game here is you're looking at Davenport and LBJ Austin for the winner to play Lavernia.
Okay. That'll be a heck of a matchup. Now,
Yeah.
Davenport played Lavernia early, right?
Uh,
Early in the
no,
year? No?
I don't. I don't think so.
That was Somerset who played Davenport
They
early in the
played
year.
Davenport played Somerset. Um, they beat Somerset 47-23, and they beat Canyon Lake 46-14. But they didn't play Lavernia.
I guess I'm thinking about Pleasanton maybe.
Yeah, Pleasanton they beat Pleasanton 63-7.
Again, Davenport biggest one win is the win against not just Piper, but also Tybee and Veterans Memorial. So they beat 3 5As convincingly.
And they beat Veteran Memorial and Piper at their home field.
Yeah, they beat both of those at home. Yeah. And they beat them in good fashion to where as though Piper was a shootout, Tybee was not a shootout, and neither was Veterans. So giving up 13 points both of those games, first two games of their season, giving up 13 points is definitely a defensive statement. And then to play Piper the way they played them and then to beat them 47-44, that's kind of a statement game. And then they rolled everybody after that. One, two, or three shutouts. But something they didn't do, they didn't score 70 points. So it keeps my 70-point deal, you know, Remember Rich brought that up.
Yeah. Lavernia is 9-1. They only loss that they lost was to one of the teams that they're talking about winning 5A, and that's Kiro.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah,
they
Kiro's
lost
pretty good.
they lost 49-41 at Kiro.
Yeah, Kiro's pretty good. Now
But they
Kiro
beat
is a 4A school, isn't they?
yeah. No, Kiro is
Kiro
I
moved up because they
I
used to be 4A because Kiro played
they're
when
4A.
Lavernia,
Yeah, they're
not
4A.
Lavernia, yeah, when Lavernia was on their undefeated run, Lavernia played those guys. And I went out there to go watch that game. That was the
In
first time I
back.
went to cover Lavernia. Yeah, that was the
Yeah,
first time I
they're
went.
4A. I'm sorry, they're 4A.
Hmm.
Um, they're 4A District 2.
Okay,
But Kiro beat Calhoun that we were talking about 38-3. And they beat that Bay City team 25-22.
okay. So yeah, maybe you're right in reference to the Davenport versus LBJ game 60. I believe that's game 60, right?
Game 55 would be LBJ Davenport.
55, yeah.
Yeah.
Lavernia and
And the winner of that game would be
Lavernia and you think Lavernia and Davenport is going to be a game 60, right?
yeah, I'm hoping for Davenport's case there is. Um, I don't know how good that LBJ Austin team is. Um,
Okay.
I mean, they were said there was a lot of people that were um,
So what is the
so LBJ
district
Austin
that
is
was
eight
big
and
or
two.
small? Is this
Huh?
D1 or is D2? Is this
D1.
D1 or okay? And what does D2 look like?
I didn't do D2 because we didn't have any schools in D2.
So we don't have any schools competing in the D2 district. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Um, so that's 4A. And this is 5A D1. And we got defending state champions
Mr. Valley.
um, against San Antonio Southside.
There you go. I was say, man, it took a long time for it to come in clear. There you go. Okay. Yeah, they play South Side, and then they play the winner. They play that game. They got to win that game, and then whoever wins that game plays the winner of the Corpus Christi and Vela.
That's Corpus Christi Veterans.
That's the Memorial.
Yeah. And then you have this is a game right here I'd like to see.
The John Jay and Piper.
Yep. That's gonna be a good game.
I think Piper will take care. Piper. How was Piper's season? I remember they lost some games, but they still was competitive, right?
Yeah, they lost Smith and Valley, they lost Davenport, and they lost. So they lost Smith and Valley, they lost Davenport, and they lost Johnson.
Right. 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 And then moving down, Bernie Champions in the South, so they're going. So Bernie Champion and Southwest play each other.
Yes,
That's the
sir.
game right there. That's a surprising game. That's a surprising first round matchup, also, right?
Yep.
Because there was a time that Southwest wasn't even in. They knew they were going to probably make the playoffs, but they were a little nervous because they still big school, right?
Yes. This is big school.
But they got the second seed, right? Because John Jay got the first, if
Yes,
I'm
sir.
correct.
Yes, sir. Yep.
So I'm a little
Yeah, that
surprised that we're not talking about Southwest Legacy. So if they're losing their third game in district,
Yep,
caused
they got
them to. And if I'm correct, they lost to Southside, didn't they?
yes, sir.
That's what knocked them out, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that kind of threw me for a loop.
Yeah, you beat Southwest, and um, then you end up losing. Uh, you end up
But
losing out.
I think Southwest is battle tested though. I think
Yeah, I
they'll
think they
be.
are. I think the Bernie Champion team is something else, but that'll be that'll be a matchup. I'm looking at there's two games on Thursday night. I'm trying to decide which one I want to go to. I got to decide them by first thing in the morning.
Yeah, because that's a Thursday game, and the
Yeah, that's
game's
a
going to be. Where's the game at? What's the game location?
Southwest. It's at Southwest.
Yeah, the game's at Southwest
Yes, sir.
Thursday. That's the 13th. I might have to go to that game because I would love to be that atmosphere.
Hmm.
Only thing I worry about is the quarterback play from
Yes,
Southwest.
yes.
That's something that makes me a little nervous. But as far as the way they play, they got a chance in the game. Austin Diggs running the ball the way he runs the ball, and then Moxie, little tailback
Hmm.
out there they got, little quick little son of a gun. Right now, receiving yards, Javon Means is leading the team with 47.5 yards a game, and then Voss. I know I mentioned Moxie, but they got Voss is their number one guy as far as having 51.8 yards a game for the rushing, and then Voss is leading with touchdowns right now with 9.
Yeah.
So he's a
Yeah.
sophomore.
I
He's
can
a
see that.
sophomore. That young man did his thing this year.
Yeah, it is.
Shout out to him real quick in reference to his accomplishments and what he did and how he stepped up. Wow. Didn't see that coming at all. That's good stuff. Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, that's going to be. I'm with you. I think because the other game is a 6A game that I was looking at going to. We'll talk about it when it gets there. But to me, I think that the 6A game is probably going to be a blowout. So this game has really got my attention. Plus, we have the easier to get passes here. So, and then we
Well, like I
have
said, as long as the Dragons don't sleep on. That's a tough game. I would love to talk to
that's
Coach
gonna be
Franco about that game.
yeah, that's going to be a tough game. But I think Southwest can win it. But it's going to be they're because they have been battle tested. But that's going to be a tough game. And then we
That's gonna be
have
a very tough.
the New Braunfels playing Laredo Nixon at New Braunfels.
Oh, that's gonna be a good game on Friday.
Yeah, that's on Friday.
Friday. Yeah, I think I'm on the road. I'm on the road. I got a game. I think I got a game. We started basketball, so I'll be not knee deep, but in that because we got a game. I got games Friday and Saturday for the basketball. So, but that's gonna be a good one right there. The playoffs is some good first round matchups. To
Yes.
where as though if it doesn't matter who gets out, especially for 5A, it doesn't matter who gets out first round, but it sets it up for second round. Like
Yeah.
especially for the if you go back to the chat.
Yeah, I'm here. I went back. Where'd you go?
There you go.
There you go. There
There
you
you
go.
go. Yeah, if you go back and you look at so in far San Jose, is that school?
Yeah, that's far San Jose is far down there by the border.
Okay. And then you set up for that game, and then the
We'll
winner
probably
of that
play
game
that
is
game.
playing.
47 will be a neutral site game.
Yeah, but the game 48 will be a better game, and that's the game that's going to go to 40. It's going to go to 56, and that's going to be the tougher game.
Yeah.
That's the game right there, because I'm looking at I'm looking at New Braunfels and the winner of Southwestern Bernie champions.
Yes.
That's who I have in game 56,
Yep. I agree with that.
and then that winner goes up to play. Uh, I, I don't see Smith and Valley. Yeah, I don't see my
I,
dog.
I don't see, and when I was looking at the predictions of two different sites, Max Prep and Dave Campbell, they all had Smith and Valley winning this region.
Yeah, yeah. I don't. I see them just getting to 56 and just playing, or just a game. I'm sorry, game 60, and just taking care of business.
Yeah, I think 55 game 55 is going to be Smith and Valley and probably John Jay.
Yeah, you think? You don't think? I think
Yeah,
Piper. Piper's tough though, man.
Piper's tough, and I hope they've been battle tested enough that they can play that. I would love to see a rematch of Smith and Valley Piper in that. I'd love to see that in game 55.
Yeah, yeah.
I just don't know that. I hope for Piper's sake because John Jay's got a really good team.
Right, 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 right. Okay, okay.
So
What are we looking at
then
in the D2 division?
5A D2 Region 4. And we do have some schools, we just ain't really covered them this year. That's in Region 3. That's San Antonio Jefferson right there.
How they get in Region 3?
I don't know because this has got a see reason. That's Colleen Ellison.
Well, I know you sure that's. I don't think that's San Antonio Jefferson because Region 3 is Houston.
That's Pflugerville and Jefferson.
That's our Jefferson.
Hmm. And then you have those are Houston teams, and then you have the other Pflugerville team versus Sam Houston. I don't know how they ended up in that bracket, but that's how they did it.
Okay, hey.
And then you have Bernie versus Ray. I don't know where Ray's out of. The Bernie Greyhounds versus Ray in the first round there. That's a Friday night game. And then you have
Pflugerville Conley, 11-14.
Gregory Portland versus Kerrville Tivy. How do you say that? It's Tivy, isn't it?
Ivy. Yeah, Tivy. Ivy.
And then you have the big one at the bottom.
Yeah, that is a big game, isn't it? They played Carroll first game. Isn't
Mm-hmm.
Carroll pretty good? They're from if I'm correct, they're from the Corpus area, right?
Yes.
They're
Yep.
pretty good, aren't they? At least
Yep.
they were in basketball for a while.
They're pretty good. 6-4 out of that district. They do play at Alamo Heights. That game is
Okay,
at Alamo.
that's a Thursday game.
Yeah, it's a Thursday game. I see. I don't know enough about this. Uh,
Which one?
this area. Alamo Heights is getting a lot of chatter, and um, this Gregory team right here, Gregory Portland team is getting a lot of chatter. But I don't know
Okay.
enough about these
Yeah,
guys.
Gregory Portland.
Yeah, they were getting a lot of chatter on. I watched the little Max Prep video deal they did, and I watched Dave Campbell the other night, and they were really talking about that having a
Oh wow,
very high explosive offense.
they're 9-1.
Yeah.
They're 9-1.
So, and then we go to work the ones that we know the schools of more of. 6A District 2. That game right there to be a first round game, holy heck.
Yeah, that is a tough game. Westlake versus Vandergrift.
That is crazy to be a first round game.
Well, it's crazy because it's even crazier that whoever is coming out of that next game plays the winner.
Yeah.
So that's Brandon
Brandeis,
and
Soto
Soto.
Power. Yep.
So
Yep.
I think the winner of that game has their hands. It's almost like, hey man, you got a reward because you get the second. You made it to the second round, but what way to get rewarded playing one of those two powerhouses?
I think from the chatter, Vandergrift,
Hmm.
defending state champions, they I Westlake's been up and down this year. The team that really gave Vandergrift, there was two teams that gave them a run for their money, and that was Lake Travis and that was
Hmm.
Dripping Springs. Um,
Told me that. Yeah.
Dripping Springs beat the brakes off of Vandergrift, but that was like the first game of the season, and Vandergrift responded after that, and then ended up losing to Lake Travis. So um, I see Vandergrift getting out of that side of this top part. I see Vandergrift getting through here.
Hmm.
Um, and then on this, because I don't see.
Who does Edinburgh play? What Veteran Memorial was that? Yeah, what vets is that?
Brownsville.
Oh, Brownsville. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see San Marcos winning that.
I do too. I see San Marcos. I see this game right here is
San
Vandergrift.
Marcos. San
San.
Marcos. Yeah.
Yep, I agree with that.
And
And
then the
I see
game,
Vandergrift being here.
yeah, in game 55, the winner of game 55, and then down south, or the game south of that. Um,
I This game I don't think is going to be anywhere near. Dripping Springs should This should be an easy game for them. No
mhm.
offense to Vista Ridge. This was the other Thursday night game I was thinking about.
Yeah,
Harlan and Madison. Madison slid in with a coin toss.
right.
Um, because when you look at Madison's record, they're 3-7,
Yeah,
and they're
yeah.
playing at Northside Stadium.
So somehow either
This game right here,
they're putting. No, I was looking at Harlan's. Yeah, how that's got me baffled. How's Jefferson in that
yeah,
crazy up with Region 3?
yeah, um, yeah. This game here, game 47, that Harlan. I'm saying it now. It's going to be Harlan Dripping Springs, and that's going to be a hell of a ball game. That's going to be a heck of a ball game. That'll be much watched TV because Harlan's they ran the table in their district easily, easily.
So they took back that loss.
I noticed that it said they were 10-0 again. So I wonder if they
So,
appealed something.
so the game versus East Central is a win,
Yeah.
and maybe they had it down as a loss, but they changed it. So
Well, they
now
had
they're
it down to FF for forfeit.
yeah, I know, but they changed it. It's
Yeah.
back to
So they must have done something on an appeal.
yeah.
But
I didn't see
whoever went,
anything in the UIL. I didn't see anything in the UIL. Harlan.
I didn't either. The whoever wins this game will win this side of the bracket. This
Right.
is the game because and
Agreed.
because I don't. These guys, Canyon and Medina Valley, these guys are. I'm sorry, those two teams have been making noise all season. So whoever
Yes.
wins this is going to be the one that's going to be up here. But it's like you said, it's a reward. Now, it would be interesting, no offense to Harlan, if it's Dripping Springs versus Vandergrift again
You think?
for, for a chance to go. That's a possibility, very strong possibility. I think Harlan can give Dripping Springs a run for the money. I just don't know. I haven't got to see Harlan this year to see how good their defense is, but Dripping Springs has been hanging 40 on a lot of teams this year,
Right, 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 right,
and they've been keeping teams under 20. The only
right,
team that gave Dripping Springs that beat Dripping Springs was Lake Travis 14-7,
right.
and
Well,
that's the only team that got them.
that's well. Harley went to round 3 last year and lost one game away. Man, the bad part is they're only going to they might only get to round 2 this year.
Hmm.
That's the sad part because they got a really good team, and
Yep.
unfortunately, Madison got to get stung, and then the Stripping Springs winner and Vista Ridge winner of that game is who they play next, and we think is Dripping Springs. That's a tough outing. That's gonna be a tough outing
Yeah, it is. Yep.
because
But it doesn't. All right. Let me. Where's my? Let me get out of it because I'm on my full screen.
the only reason I say that because Dripping Springs is so battle tested. Again, they played Vandergrift their first game. They played Wagner, Harker Heights, Johnson. I'm talking about Buda Johnson. They played Atkins. They played Austin. They played Bowie. They played. Now they did lose to Lake Travis.
Yeah,
They
but
did lose to Lake Travis, and they did.
here's
They
your
did. And they have one loss. That was to Lake Travis. They beat Del Villa, Del Vela, and then they beat Westlake. So
here's your reward for winning that game 60. Look who's on this side. That's DeSoto.
but yeah, but you don't. But you play. If I'm correct, the winner of game 55 and 56,
Oh, oh
they
yeah.
play.
So you would play
They
them in the
play
state
Houston.
title.
Yeah, they
Yeah, you
play
would.
Houston.
Right. Yeah. So you would play
They
the
play them out
winner.
of Region 3. So Region 3 is Katy, those guys up there, Heights, Stafford,
CE
Foster,
King.
Jordan. So don't really
CE
didn't
King.
really see those guys play, but that's who they play. They'll play the winner of that game.
Yeah. So that DeSoto would be, but you also have this one too.
Oh,
That
listen,
that
when you
could
get
be the matchup is South Lake Carroll versus DeSoto for the chance to play in the state title.
again, whoever you play,
Yeah.
you're going to really figure out how good you really are.
Yeah. Denton Geyer's got a
So and let's
Denton
talk big
Geyer's got a
school.
team too. Yep. So then for let me slide it back over. And then we got the one that I'm interested in. I'm invested in. This is 6A D1.
What's that? Yes, yes. We're both interested in that because you got Johnson, you got Steele, and what happened here?
Yeah, you got so the first round you got Hutto and Bowie that are in
They
there.
went away.
Uh, and
See it.
then do what?
The screen.
That's yours. You're the one that's
Is it there or I just?
you're.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm here. You're glitching. Um,
Okay.
yeah, you got Hutto and Bowie in the first round. The winner of that gets the winner of Johnson and O'Connor, which um, you got 10-0 Johnson against 4-6 O'Connor. I'll be at that game on Saturday night or Friday night. I mean, I'll be at that game Friday night. The
Yeah. Yes. I see you guys going all the way to game 55. No disrespect to the winner of Bowie and Hutto.
uh
I just don't see you guys being challenged 100% all the way. And I
the
think you guys will play the winner. You guys play the winner of, I think, Steel. I think it'd be you and Steel.
I think game 55
So
still. I agree. I agree.
I just don't see. And then the bad part is slide it down. The bad part is game 60.
Shit.
You got Lake Travis.
Yeah. Lake Travis and Round Rock and Brennan and Reagan. So, which is crazy because
Yeah,
Brennan
just
and Reagan's a rematch of the first. They played the first game of the season
yeah,
at
I feel
Heroes,
bad
where
for them
they're
because they didn't even get it right. But second game they get Lake Travis. As long as Lake Travis doesn't have any hiccups, uh, Judson might can get by here, but I don't see Judson. Maybe Judson hitting a stride right now to where it's being
possible.
a
But the
huh?
problem is there's a very strong possibility of Judson hitting their stride. The problem is they're driving all the way to Laredo to play that game.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they had a bunch of controversy all season, so
Yeah.
you know maybe they're
And
ready, and maybe we'll see a different Judson.
you never know how these teams will respond to the fact that, oh shit, now we made the playoffs, because they were right on that bubble or they were trying to fight with it, and um, they because they were trying to fight with it and they were working at it. Now they've got a new sense of energy and urgency because everybody knows that, hey, it's win or go home now. You're having some bad internet connections tonight.
Is bad.
Yeah, because you just get kicked out and you come right back. Um, but
I think that's Spectrum doing that to me. I'm being funny.
but you never know with that sense of urgency. Now it's win or go home. So
Correct, correct,
when your back's against the wall, some teams will respond better than other teams do.
correct, correct, correct.
Yeah, I see this game 60 right here is going to be Lake Travis versus the winner of Johnson Steel,
Yeah, yeah.
and both Lake Travis has beat both Johnson and Steel. Not they beat Johnson last year, they beat Steel this year.
That's the
So
that's the problem. Still went at Lake Travis this year, and same results as last year.
yeah,
So it's like they have their number. They're just too big up front. I did talk to one of the coaches, and he said he believes if they get a rematch, they have a good chance of beating them. I said, okay,
yeah,
coach. Hey, I'm glad you're very optimistic, and that's good for you guys to really think that you guys can do it. So,
yeah. I'd
and,
like
and that,
to.
now, who from Johnson we look out for though? I know you've been following those guys really close. You mentioned a few off of Southwest. Uh,
Yeah, you got Johnson has that, and that's the thing with Johnson that makes it hard to stop. Is they're a three-headed monster. With you have those two receivers at 2027 and Bryson Thompson, 2029 freshman in Braylon Allen. Braylon is the leading receiver on the team, and he's a freshman. The kid, I think he actually with this, he had 2 touches in the game against Clark. I think it was 80 something yards between the 2 catches, but both catches he had was touchdowns, and
Right.
that puts him over 1,000 all-purpose yards for the season. So the kid's averaging all-purpose yards as a freshman. He's averaging 100 yards per game all-purpose
Right. 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 Right.
yards. And
And
then
that's
you have Rashawn. He's averaging 108 yards a game on the ground.
mhm.
So and then Elvis is
That's what I
he's
say. Don't forget about Elvis. When Elvis is slinging the ball right, and those 2 receivers are catching everything to catch. When I was watching, man, I just again 3 touchdowns. Again, the was playing in my background is the touchdown I caught of that freshman Braylon, right? Braylon, right?
Braylon Allen.
Braylon Allen. That name's gonna. He's playing. He's gonna do his best to try to play on Sundays. I know he's definitely playing on Saturdays mornings.
Yeah, he's
He
already
playing
got three
Saturday morning.
D1 offers. And I was standing on the sideline talking to Coach Malai, that is the defensive back coach at the University of Oklahoma, that was there to watch Mikhail, who's already committed to OU, a 2027 corner. And Braylon caught that first touchdown pass, went down the sideline, and he turned around and looked at me and I said, "Yeah, he's only a freshman." And he said, "That's the one everybody's been talking about. I got to make a phone call." And I'm betting money he called Coach Emmett, who's the wide receiver coach at OU. And they
Yeah,
talked for a good bit.
yeah, they did. When I walked up, they were still on the phone.
And he was videoing it on his phone. So I would, I told B's mom, don't be surprised if they get an offer for him to show up at a OU camp come spring.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, Braylon's averaging. Johnson's really good about, like Southwest, they're putting the stats into the Max Prep. And Braylon's averaging 87.5 yards a game receiving. Bryson's at 59.3. Rashawn Hurts is 107 yards rushing.
yeah. Well, like I said, we're gonna have an interesting, a very interesting playoffs. Teams aren't, unfortunately, teams aren't going to have the opportunity to go as deep as they went last year unless they really, really knock off some big schools, i.e., Lake Travis and Westlake, Dripping Springs. Because
Mm-hmm.
right now it's set up to where a lot of our guys see them the second round, correct?
Yes,
Yeah,
second round,
yeah. With the
second.
exception of Steele
Yeah,
or Johnson,
yep,
that bracket they'll get to see them in the fourth round. So, but
yeah.
everybody in that other in District 29, that Judson, man, I just feel bad for them. That's one way they don't want to go.
Yeah. With the way Johnson and you were asking about the deal. So Elvis is at 70.3
Uh-huh.
is what his completing percentage is.
Okay.
And then he's got a 139.1 QB rating.
Right, 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 right.
So yeah, it's setting up really good for them. But I think we have a chance to put 2 or 3 schools in this area into the at least into the Elite Eight.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It's
it's
gonna
going
be
to be
hard because again, that Lake Travis,
uh,
on that one side, and then on the other side you got Westlake and Dripping Springs. So,
yeah. But if you make the Lake Travis game, Steele or Johnson, if they make the Lake Travis game, that's the Elite Eight.
yeah, you got those. But again, that's just it. You only got the North teams. The teams that go
Mm-hmm.
south, That's a tough. That's a
Yeah,
tough act, you know. That's
I
a tough.
you know
So,
if they were to pull it off, if Steele or Johnson wins that and was able to pull off beating Lake Travis, then I like
hmm.
their chances to make a run.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
if so, who do you like when Johnson? If Johnson and Steele plays each other, who you like and
I like
why?
Johnson. I like
Really?
Johnson because I Steele Johnson was Johnson's. I know Steele's got that running back that's very
That's what
aggressive,
I'm about
and
to say.
that
That's
dude,
their
he,
guy.
that dude's a stud. He aggravated me because he decommitted from OU and now he's committed to A&M. But he he will.
Henley,
It'll be up to him.
right? Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. I don't know how well does how well does Johnson stop the run with a running back like that? Like, have y'all played anybody like that this
Reagan
season?
Reagan ran the ball down. Dylan brought that up the other day. Reagan ran the crap out of the ball against us, and because of that, they should have won that game in that
No,
overtime
they
game.
shouldn't have. No, no, they got what happened to them. Everything happened right.
Yeah, but
Everything happened right.
I just think that the way Johnson's playing right now, and they're getting a lot more aggressive on defense, especially with Jaden Bells, he's had a heck of a season. I don't know what the deal was on Saturday night with Clark because he didn't play, but maybe the first quarter, and then
Right.
he said I don't know if he got in trouble or what he did,
I got in
but
trouble.
I know that defensive coordinator, he got Ethan Wheelwright, who's leading the team in interceptions with 3 interceptions this year. He was in a bad place. The kid got a 15, 20-yard pass over the top, and the defensive coordinator ripped him a new
Hmm.
one. Next play, quarterback rolled out, going to throw the ball, and Ethan jumped up and almost intercepted it in the backfield. It hit him in the chest with the ball. And then they held him, got ready to punt. Ethan broke through, blocked the punt. So they respond really good when you got with the coach in their face if they do mess up. So I think that I'm with you. I don't know that they got Aiden Poteet, linebacker guy we've interviewed. He made the San Antonio All Star game for linebacker for at Johnson. So it's going to be up to that running back. Can they run the ball against Johnson? Because if they have to throw the ball, they're going to be in trouble. Because you got a 4-star corner on one side, another guy that when they start throwing to him, he ends up eating them up, or you got Ethan coming over the top to help out. So
Hmm.
Johnson's secondary is pretty strong. It's just a matter
Hmm.
of is our front seven going to be big enough to stop that Steel running back?
Yeah. Uh, man, I like Steel. I know you like, man, get out of here. You know, you've been walking with the powder blue all season, and we had a lot of those kids on here, and I really do appreciate that. But man, when it comes to that running back and just the way Steele plays defense, they're so battle tested, man. You guys are young. That's what I
Yeah.
worry about. You're young when it comes to the two schools where it's like a battle of both of y'all can make it. That'd be awesome. And I think what day would that game be on, Trey?
That'd be the fourth. That'd be Thanksgiving weekend.
Oh, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness, I can't stand y'all. You UIL sports people. Oh, why would you do that?
Thanksgiving weekend.
So that's 24, 25, right?
No, 27, 28, 28, 29.
28, 29. I got, yeah, I'm supposed to be doing basketball. I will have Clemens and Clark at the 29th of
No,
November.
you know what's crazy is
What's
that
that?
week. No, the weekend before that. So the 21st, 22nd is Johnson's playing in the Steel Alamo City deal at Steel, and
Are
that
they
next
really?
weekend. Yeah, that next
Yeah,
weekend
that
they
basketball week
playing.
before. and then the
Yeah.
possibility of playing again. Yeah, that we got to blow that up. We got to go to that. You have to
Hey,
support.
but I will say this: Steel's more of a season team. They made it run last year.
2 years, two
Um,
years, 2 years in a row.
yeah, and now they've lost. They've reset at quarterback, corner, and wide receiver and stuff because of those guys went on to play on Saturday. But they're still a more veteran team than what Johnson is. If for, if the wheels fell off for whatever reason and they end up getting beat by Steele in that game, that still sets Johnson up really good because you have a junior laden team at Johnson. Most of those guys are juniors, and if they get that far, which we're both saying that should be the game, that's
Hmm.
gonna all that's doing is setting them up for next
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh no, listen. I think we said that though. Next year, they
year.
the real deal. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because
Oh yeah.
they're that would see last year it was second round they had to play Lake Travis last year, and they
Right.
got beaten. And they got beat in the second round with a sophomore quarterback, sophomore wide receiver, senior running back. This year you have a junior quarterback, junior wide receiver, freshman wide receiver, senior running back, and you have
Right.
the whole offensive line other than the centers, juniors are younger.
Right.
So the more they play, the more they're setting themselves up for next year.
Right.
Because I
Right.
think I want to see Johnson in the Final Four, but
Right.
making it to the Final Eight and playing Lake Travis, hey, that's a good run because the other issue is on the opposite side of this bracket is Duncanville and Waxahachie,
Right. Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
and
That's powerhouse.
nobody's nobody's played.
Yeah.
Duncanville
No.
was ranked number one in the district forever,
Right.
and in District 11, and they were ranked high in the state preseason and ended up getting beat by Waxahachie.
Right.
I'm almost positive Waxahachie's the one that is the only one that beat them. Yeah, Waxahachie beat Duncanville 28-27, and then turned around the next week and got the brakes beat off of them by DeSoto 40-17.
So that's letting you know that that bracket is loaded.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? As far as up north, I'm talking about up north, all the way
yeah.
up there, in Region One. Region One.
No, that's Region Two.
I was Region Two. See, that's even. Oh man, that's tough. That's tough. That is tough,
Region
man.
Two's got Waxahachie and Midway, which is Waco Midway, which is another powerhouse. And then that's the first round game is Midway versus Waxahachie. And then you have Duncanville versus Temple, and then you have Wally East versus Rockwall. I, that that Region Two matchups are crazy. But then
Yeah,
you go up north in Region One, and you have the other team that's been highly ranked all season, in Allen.
yeah. I think this year, just getting into football, I think it's a good start. It's a good way. It's a good segment. We got the right teams. Glad we had a lot of teams that kind of, I'm not gonna say repeated, but kind of the same teams. It's easier, a little bit easier for us to follow and get on. But I think next year with all of the with a lot of like, I think next year is gonna be a shakeup here in San Antonio. I think I know for sure Johnson might be the best team next year. I think y'all might be the best team that San Antonio has to offer for 6A basketball. I mean 6A football, excuse me. Because you
Well,
guys are
Mac,
deep and loaded. I'm talking about front line. I'm talking about receiving core. I'm talking about now your running back. I don't know because I know you guys said your running back's leaving, and you guys been playing Allen at the running back position a little bit. So
and Bryson too. They rotate Bryson in. They bring both of them play wide, kind of a hybrid slot kind of running
yeah,
back kind of deal.
So, and only thing I don't know that much about you guys as far as what's on your defensive side. But I know your
They're
offense is.
losing. They're losing Jaden Bell, defensive end, but they're still pretty strong on the defensive line, and they're losing. Where I'm more worried about is they're losing Poteet. He's a 26
Right,
linebacker, and they're losing their two safeties. But
right, 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 right,
um,
right, right.
I think they're. I think behind them they're good. See, Noah Cartwright has been playing a lot, number 23 for Johnson. He's only a junior. He's a running back too. He's been playing a lot this year. He's been floating in and out because Aaron Crawford, Webb, and Rashawn are the two main running backs. But they've been playing Aaron. They've been splitting him out more this year, and then they've been running with Rashawn, and then they've been using Noah in there at times too. So I think that's going to help. Uh, Well, and see, Tyler Willis he's only a junior. He's a wrecking ball. Who's number two? Elijah is a junior. Yeah, that defense is juniors.
Mm-hmm. So y'all got 1 year left. Okay. Well, this year, next year, then there you go.
Yeah, see, they lose Aiden. Yeah, they they're gonna lose. They're probably gonna lose out of their starting rotation of 22. They're probably gonna lose six, maybe six. But a lot of juniors are getting playing time now, so they got it. Yeah, they got a really good shot this year. Like I said, I want to see them. I want to see that Steele Johnson matchup, and then
Yeah, me too.
I want to see
Where
that
you think
matchup.
that game is going to be held at?
I know where I want it to be held at, but I don't know if they will or not. If I if I was UIL and I was the one that was, I don't know who does that selection, but if I was doing it, I'd hold it at UIW.
You would? Is that one of the sites?
I don't know. Either that or to me, if that game ended up being that way and it being Thanksgiving weekend,
Yeah,
put that thing in the Alamo Dome.
yeah. Oh, I wish they could. I don't think that's one of the light. Unfortunately, I don't think that's one of the sites.
But to have those two teams go at it, that's where the ideal location. Either put it at UIW, which is an awesome stadium. Dylan played there. We had our home games there for Junior Jags. That field is it's artificial turf. It's nice.
Yeah, I
Or put
know.
the name
I know.
at the Alamo
I know. That's
because the only
yeah.
because it's got to be a neutral site. So the only way to do a neutral site, God, I'd hate to say, but what Seguin? That's not even. That's still out of the way for both teams.
Not for Steel. That's a home court. That's a home court. Going there.
To Seguin,
You know, because that's right down the street for us. Believe it or not.
yeah.
Yeah, it's right down the street for us.
Either that or if they did it at Ferris. That'd be the only other thing
Uh,
is if they did it at Ferris.
but see, that's just it. Doing it at Ferris is one of those. Is that a neutral site for you guys? Wouldn't that be a home game for you?
No, Ferris is north side.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. I got it. I got it. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I don't
Ferris
know
would
those
be,
stadiums yet. I don't know y'all stadiums.
yeah, Collimander and um, Heroes.
Got it.
Gustafson and Ferris are north side. Actually, you
Okay.
know what? I
What?
bet you. I bet you if they did a neutral site, it would be at Judson.
It have to be Judson?
It would. That'd be the most ideal place for it.
Why? Why do you
To,
say that?
because it's probably exactly halfway between the two schools. Same distance to get there.
Okay. Okay.
That would probably be the. That would probably. But I wish they would do it at Alamo Dome or UIW. Come on, UIL. To have two of the big powerhouses in San Antonio.
Yeah. 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 Well, we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll
that or
see.
Smith and Valley.
Well, we'll see. It's shaped up this year to be really good football for everything in reference to uh, the upcoming season.
For sure. Sure.
Or excuse me, the upcoming playoff season. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a new season for everybody, right? Everybody's 0-0 now.
Yep. This is win or go home.
Right, exactly, exactly. So,
Um, I like
well, let's wrap
Johnson's
it up.
chances. I like Steele's chances. I love Smith and Valley's chances. Um,
So you do?
yeah, I like Smith. I love Smith and Valley's chance. I think they have a strong chance to be back into the Final Four at least. Which let me ask you that: would that be heartbreaking? You won a state title one year, and the next year you make it to the Final Four and get beat.
No, I think it all depends who you get beat by, right?
Yeah.
Because remember we talked to that one young fella, and he said they don't have the same team.
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
have the
They don't
same.
have the. They don't have that
Not having,
same.
not having the same team changes everything.
Yeah.
So,
Dang.
but let's wrap this up. We got
Yes, sir.
tomorrow. Uh,
Tomorrow with the college and NFL.
NFL. Good recap. I think next year will be a lot better. We'll definitely have, we got our schedule down now. Now we know how to follow 11 games.
Yeah.
Now we got
Yeah,
the
this is
little.
our first year dive into this.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
That, this is our first year dive into the football world. Um, so being able to be embedded with Southwest a little bit, being in and knowing Steele the way you do, and then me knowing Johnson, um, it's put us in the right driver's seat for us to build a foundation on going forward.
There you go. There you go.
All right.
And, hey, great job.
Yes,
And we'll
sir.
talk basketball tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
All right,
No,
man.
no basketball tomorrow. We'll be talking college football.
No basketball tomorrow?
No college football.
It's not tomorrow?
When are we going to start our basketball?
Believe it or not. Not this Wednesday, the next Wednesday we start basketball.
All
We
right.
really, really talk. I'm doing a show just to kind of introduce. I don't have you guys on it. And then we'll start in the studio next week. We'll finish off football. We'll let you lead with your football talk. And then we'll turn over and then all four of us all three of us in the studio. And we'll be visited by Mr. Daniel, live from somewhere. But we talk. I got some people say I got some explaining to do about our list I dropped for the rank.
I
So
got
uh, and so I'll probably do that, and then but we will talk. We'll talk, and we'll have some games under the belt. I'm following TMI, so great opportunity to watch Elijah Williams play his first two games of his season. He's already committed to Baylor. So, but he got some new running mates this year, and again, right now they look good. They look good. They
Yeah,
haven't played a top team like a Brennan or Steele, but they got some games coming up. Matter of fact, while you were talking, I just did our credentials for the Alamo City Hoops event that's coming up on the 20th and 22nd. So that'll be a big event to do and be part of. And again, this will be our third year if we get our credentials fulfilled. So 3 years in a row covering an event like that is really good. It gives us
yeah,
our stamp that we've been doing it well enough. And the good part is a lot of good basketball. We're part of the. I made us part of the South Sand tournament. We did their trophies.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, we've got a
so
good footprint on the basketball, and we're building the footprint on football, and then we're going to build. Once spring gets here and basketball wraps up in the UILs, the road to the dome, then we're
road
going
to
to
the dome.
be hitting
Well,
some.
I got in trouble. We can't call it road to the dome because unfortunately, Taps doesn't have. They don't go to the dome. I think they go to Houston, I believe. So we have to change the name or call it UIL's Road to the Dome, and then Taps's Road to Houston, I believe. So I got to come up with a name. I think we, well, I think we, I think it wrote. I think we're calling it Road to Victory.
Road to victory or a dash to the finals.
We'll come up with something. We'll figure it
Yeah.
out, though. All right.
Then we got baseball and softball, and I got sequestered to do track this year. So we'll be out. We'll be out. You got a sport? You want coverage? Reach out. We got you covered.
Yeah. There you go. We'll be there.
That's right. All
All right.
right.
All right, bud. I'll see you in the
See
morning.
you tomorrow.
Yep. Yep.